Here's that MacBook.
It's recent.
Pretty decent.
2022, maybe.
Yeah, I was going to say, it looks like a newer one.
All right, guys, we're here with Nick. He's my brother-in-law. And
the one and only.
So, Nick, the first thing we start off with is the Peon Podcast is
Peon?
The Peon Podcast.
This is the Peon? Like
Peon.
you freaking peon. I feel closer to you already.
Yeah,
Nobody says that out west.
I know. So, anyway, we like to interview people that aren't on the top of the totem pole. And
Okay, well, I'm starting off good.
yeah, you fit in perfectly.
Great. Definitely a bottom of the totem pole type of guy.
Anyway, so give us like a 30-second to 1 minute synopsis of your life till now.
Total train wreck, and yet still kicking by the grace of God. Started off raised in New York, had no idea what I was going to do, but enjoyed partying. 9/11 happened my senior year, went to the military, kicked off my adult life in the Marine Corps, went to Iraq a bunch, got out, fumbled around for, 15 years, got married, got divorced, had kids, spent through a lot of jobs. Eventually didn't like working for anybody, so I started my own.
And what do you do now?
I am in real estate media. So I'm in real estate, and I also have a media company. So I sell real estate, flip real estate, and I shoot and do media for real estate as well, photos and video.
So I've seen a couple of your videos today, and they're super cool.
Yes, they're pretty amazing.
And I can see how they could be used to sell multi-million-dollar houses.
Yep.
So that's really cool.
Yep.
Okay, first question. Biggest failure of your life?
Biggest failure, the whole year. I don't want to say the one failure because I kind of think of it. I don't really know because God will kind of work things out for your good. So I'm hesitant to think of failure. I would say there's a period in my life that was full of failure, and that was after my divorce. I'd say probably 2014. I was making a lot of bad decisions I knew I shouldn't have been making, but I wanted to make them anyway, and I paid the price for it. So,
okay. So a year of just making bad decisions.
Yeah, just doing the wrong things, being with the wrong people.
Down in the mully grubs.
Pretty much. I was king of the mully grubs.
Okay.
I think. Just making all the wrong choices. Doing substances I shouldn't have, hanging out with people I shouldn't have, being with women that I shouldn't have, and doing activities that I shouldn't have been doing. Almost cost me my life. So
the second question is, what was your greatest success in life?
Definitely my wife.
Okay.
100%.
All right.
100%. No joke. She's my whole life. So.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your sister-in-law.
Okay. Gotcha. So
not your sister, your wife's sister.
Gotcha.
Right. He's just a brother-in-law like me.
Okay. And what is your biggest goal for this year?
My biggest goal for this year, since I'm starting a new business at 40, is going to be able to get it sustainable, repeatable business. I don't know if you ever get to the point where every month that you are just relaxed and don't think. I don't think you'll ever get to the point where in your mind you'll not think, oh, well, this could be the month I go under. I feel like that's the bird of any entrepreneur, right? Like, this is going to be the month that it doesn't work out. But then at the end of every month, it always works out. So my goal for the end of the year is to continue my new business working out at the end of every month until we can get more money than we can spend and start getting ahead.
So what would success look like in 1 year? A realistic view of your business being successful?
Strictly financially speaking, because success to me is not necessarily financial anymore or business related anymore.
I would say like that whole ball of.
Yeah, I would say there's different buckets, right? So I would say my vocational bucket success would be providing for my family consistently. If you want a number, I want over 10,000 gross revenue every month, which is pretty good for being a solo entrepreneur, which we've been able to do for the past 5 months. So that keeps going and grows. I would say with the rest of my life, continue exercising, continue being intentional with my wife and kids, continue being intentional with my relationship with the Lord, and being mindful of Him as I go throughout my day and trying to love people. That's my goals for the rest of the year.
In what ways have you exercised faith in honoring the Lord, and what have you seen Him do?
Funny story. I'm talking back to money again, right? I would say the biggest part of faith that we've done, I am 40 years old this year, and it's the first year of my life that I've tithed consistently out of faith, because I put my money where my mouth is. Not because the church needed it or anything like that, but because I had a problem with money. I was obsessed with it, and it wasn't working, and we lost a lot of it last year. And so this year has been like, you know what? Something's got to change. And the first thing that had to change would be tithing. And I've tithed consistently this whole year, and every single week work has grown.
Amen.
And I've had more than enough. I can honestly say that's the Father. I'm not some magical businessman. I think when you get into business, you start to realize how much you struggle with everything, just like any other entrepreneur. And now is, so seeing the success, I honestly can say it's not due to my own prowess and, savviness as a businessman. It's been totally faith.
I think,
I work as hard as I can, but that's to honor the Lord, you know what I mean? Because the Lord calls you to do something. In Ecclesiastes, it said, if you're going to set your mind to something, do it all your might.
Yeah.
It talks about in Ecclesiastes, because that's God's gift. It is a gift of God for man to do his work and do it well, and to glorify God and honor the commandments. Love God and honor the commandments. And that's, commandments now are have faith in the Lord and love Him. That's about it. That's all we're left to do since Jesus came. So that's what I'm doing.
Amen. Well, Nick, thanks for doing this. Hopefully this podcast will maybe encourage somebody else that's going through life. And give us a flex real quick. Come on, show us what you got. Come on.
It's not that impressive.
Give us a good flex, man. Come
Not
on.
that impressive.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right,
Not that
guys.
impressive.
Stay disciplined. All right.
That's right.